Okay? Especially in the case of businesses, it is so important. It is so important to have well-established, secure communication to send sensitive information. For instance, consider your transaction with banking or e-banking in general term. We also need some techniques for authentication along with security. And also it is essential to be sure about message integrity, which means that the message that are used and is transferred from source to destination has not been changed. It is so important nowadays. Hence, we need some methods to guarantee a secure communication between two parties, which means to guarantee confidentiality and also integrity. Even in communication or even for your data. Data protection and also secure communication, both of them. And as you know, cryptography is a technique that can provide both confidentiality and integrity. As you know, in general term, data is encrypted by an algorithm and using a key, and this encrypted data, which is known as ciphertext, can be decrypted here at destination, again using a secret key. And any attacker or malicious user here between two parties cannot learn anything about message or original data. We have some basic terminology. Let's review some of them. You know that plain text is the original message, the original data. Ciphertext, when you encrypt your plain text, the result is called ciphertext. Hence, ciphertext is coded message or coded data or encrypted message. Cipher is an algorithm for transforming plain text to ciphertext. And you know, key is some kind of security information that is used in cipher now. This information is only known by sender and receiver and nobody else. We have another terminology, maybe encipher or encrypt. That means converting plain text to ciphertext. And on the other hand, on the other side, we have decipher or decrypt, recovering or reconstructing ciphertext from plain text. And in general, cryptography or cryptography in kind of pronunciation, we don't mind, is the study of encryption principles and methods and algorithms. And cryptanalysis, a study of principles and methods of deciphering ciphertext without knowing or accessing keys. Cryptanalysis. Normally, cryptanalysis is done by an attacker or by any untrusted party. And cryptology, both cryptography and cryptanalysis, is called cryptology. Anyway, here we have two important definitions, which are, we can say, the most important concepts in cryptography, maybe. Unconditional security. An encryption scheme is unconditionally secure if the ciphertext generated by this scheme does not contain any information to determine the corresponding plaintext. No matter how much ciphertexts are available. Consider that there are many ciphertexts here, C1, C2, etc. Many ciphertexts. And the attacker can see this ciphertext. When the attacker cannot deduce any information from this ciphertext and cannot find any information from the plaintext. In the other hand, or in the other words, an encryption scheme is said computationally secure if either the cost of breaking the ciphertext exceeds the value of the encrypted information, or the time required to break the cipher exceeds the useful lifetime of the information. Okay? This kind of security would be so important and nice. And we will explain later which kind of encryption methods are unconditional secure. Okay? For all reasonable encryption algorithm, we have to assume computational security, the other thing, where it either takes too long or it is too expensive to break the cipher. Considering the limited computing resources. Resources means the time that you need to break the encrypted system. It's too long. We say this kind of method schemes is computationally secure. Okay? Which means that it is so expensive in general form. Okay. Why we use cryptography? We use cryptography to hide our information, our data. Normally, you can hide your message or your sensitive information in such a way that they cannot be read by anyone other than you and the receiver. Also, cryptography can be used for authentication and integrity checking. We will discuss it later. That absolutely ensure that users of data or any resources are claiming to be the person that he said, and also the message that he sent is the same message that we received it without any alternation or any modification. Hence, you can see cryptography anywhere. As you know, in the internet, in web traffic, we mostly use HTTPS. Also, as you know, for wireless traffic, we use WPA, or we use encryption in GSM, 3G, 4G, and so on. Also, we can use cryptography to encrypt our file system. Here, both parties, sender and receiver, are the same. You have some sensitive files in your computer. You encrypt them till the next time that you wish to access your file, they are encrypted. And also, cryptography can, as we said, be used for authentication and also in digital signature. You know this fig, a small log here, which indicates that you are using HTTPS communication, a secure communication with a server. We also use encryption, as you know, in SSL and TLS. They use HTTPS, as you know. Okay. I guess the time is over and we need to stop here. Let me know if you have any question. Just one point, the last point before leaving the lecture. Let me know for our meter. Today is 25 of April. Let me know if we have our midterm next week. At the same time, like today, for midterm. Okay? Okay, great. I noted. Great. If you don't have any question, okay.